What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy Boulanger. Up next, a love-hate relationship. Let's talk. Boulanger, what are you talking about now? A love-hate relationship. Well, I'm speaking of a relationship that seems to exist between local sports media and Lamar Jackson, more specifically, the Baltimore Sun. This love-hate relationship seems to really be one-sided. Hate from the Baltimore Sun towards Lamar Jackson. Don't really understand why it happens. The Baltimore Sun have a history of reporting in such a way that seems to be less supportive of their superstar quarterback. I've seen this before, and I've seen how it can alienate a superstar from a city. Case in point, I remember when Kevin Durant was the superstar and best player of the Oklahoma City Thunder. If Kevin didn't play, they really didn't win. But they only highlighted, meaning the local sports media in OKC, they only highlighted when he had a bad game or a poor performance or when something didn't work out that was favorable to the team. And I remember how he was like the sports media darling, and then he became alienated from the local sports media and then all sports media. And the way that the Baltimore Sun reports on Lamar Jackson kind of hits and smacks of that same type of thing. Now, I don't think Lamar Jackson is alienated. I don't think it's that far gone, but I do think that if the Baltimore Sun does not get this corrected, it could become less favorable for the organization and for the team and for the city of Baltimore. You see, I've read many reports over the last 7 seasons, but specifically in the last 5, that seem to be more critical of Lamar, no matter how great he's been. Yes, when he has a bad game, when they don't come up well in the playoffs, report that. But if the dude isn't doing anything, then why even report as if he's done something wrong? The most recent article has a headline that says something like Lamar Jackson was a no-show at OTA. Well, number one, OTA is voluntary, right? And how about balance it out with articles that spoke to him showing up? You see, if you're gonna write in a way that's less favorable, at least have a balance, right? Or at least be as vocal about his willingness to show up at the voluntary workouts. But this history of negative reporting goes back a long way. It goes back to when they wrote, same organization wrote about him not being quote unquote a workout warrior, him being lazy, him not studying film, him not knowing plays, him lacking intelligence. You guys remember the articles. You guys remember the reporting from a local standpoint. And so I just, it's one thing for national sports media to have a lean, but it's another thing for local sports media to have a negative lean. Now, maybe I'm overreaching, but it seems like that for me. I don't see really any other organization, football-wise, that has a superstar quarterback that behaves this way. Don't really see it. I live down here in the Carolinas, and although Bryce Young has been trash in his first season and was trash but improved in his second season, you don't see that lean to negativity towards Bryce Young. In fact, you see a measure of hope, you see a measure of support, but you don't always get that for a guy who's been super successful in Baltimore. So as I get out of here, Baltimore Sun, do better, be better. At least write with a balance. You guys let me know what you guys want me to know about this. Do you guys think that they've been writing historically about Lamar Jackson with a negative lean? And why do you think that it is? I'm your guy Boulanger, and I'm out.